Well, hello again. I realized I need to put a little bit more effort into some things. So we're going to do a little bit of prep today. I know, we already did some prep, but gotta eat the vegetables. Let's go. Well, that is very white. Sorry about that. Woof. Okay. I should have installed code. So, in case this looks a little bit different than you remember, yes, I reinstalled my main machine. I'm running a restore at the moment. But on the plus side, I was able to compile OBS from scratch. So I have a much more stable version of it now, and my audio works again, which is a plus. All right, so let's get into what I was talking about. So I spent yesterday building a pre-seed image for Debian. Why? Normally, what I would do is just install Debian on the machine after I've drained it and move on. No big deal. Just do the new settings. But in this case, I'm streaming it. And while I know it's possible technically to stream a remote desktop into a build, that's still going to be a custom image. So why don't I just automate the entire process so that next time around I don't have to worry about, well, when I do the next when I do the next build, because we're gonna do the same thing on the next node, I can just say, yeah, we're running that image that we built. So custom image for streaming purposes almost entirely. We want to explain the partitioning and hopefully add the correct repositories. Wow, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? All right, so that was mostly yesterday. I kind of poked at it a little bit more. We'll get to that in a sec. After the custom image, we're going to want to basically pick a node. It's probably going to be Dev Mini 3. Let's start at the back, work our way forward. And we will drain the node. Make sure that goes through without a hitch, no problems. And then power it down. Then I'm basically going to get a spare monitor plugged into it, power it up with our spiffy stick installed and our custom image. And then once that's done, which on a VM that's using a half a core and 1 gig of RAM, that's taking, if I remember right, around 6 minutes. So on those guys with a little bit more, should go quite a bit faster. Then we'll just SSH in, and then we're going to make sure that the mount points are set up correctly. we'll install the Wazuh agent so that it can get added to the fun. And then we'll see if we have time for this once we get there. Write an Ansible script to manage the Kubernetes and Containerd installs. I found a couple of examples of this that are kind of nice, so that in theory I can expand my my infrastructure folder and just say, hey, these are Kubernetes nodes, and every time I run the scripts, I want to validate all of the things that are Kubernetes, like what version is set, make sure that I can SSH into it, make sure it's got the right certificates, blah 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 blah. You know, all the fun stuff that you might have to get to a node for. So this might be a little bit farther out. Like I said, I saw some examples. I haven't installed Ansible on this machine yet. I really just finished the install last night, and it was kind of late, and went, I'm gonna go get some sleep. And this morning I beat my head against compiling OBS Studio, which, while entertaining, not the easiest thing in the world. And I do hope to set up something in my Jenkins server to take care of that for me, because realistically I've got a Windows machine, a pure Debian laptop, and 2 Ubuntu machines that are on different versions. Granted, could I just get them up to the same version? Yeah, of course I could. Will I always do that? Doubt. Press X to doubt. So yeah, we're gonna start though by finishing this off. Part of it, I did work on it a bit yesterday because I couldn't just leave it alone while I was watching TV. So I got quite a bit farther. Like I said, we'll go through that and explain it now. 10 minutes into this explanation. So first things first, let's go make sure we're in the right directory there. Man, I don't even have Z shell installed on this yet. Yeesh. All right. I want to go to this machine where I did all the work. Maybe? I don't remember if I have that. I might have that blocked off on the laptop. If so, we can just go the other direction. Easy enough. It's looking like I do. Is it via firewall? Or do I just not have it opened? 1 second. Oh, no, it says that it's running. Did I put it on a different port like a smart guy? What did I do on this laptop? Well, you are definitely listening, so this shouldn't be an issue. Interesting. Let's see if that did it. Do I need to restart you? Nope, that didn't do it. Okay, I'll just copy it from the laptop side. Should have already done this if I'd known, but I was busy doing other things. Actually, I should just copy this entire thing up. I got a better idea. We're just going to go the right way. I've got a media server for a reason. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. Sorry, sidetrack. 2. Is there a documents folder? There's not a documents folder. All right. We need to make a new folder. Yeah, I know this is so entertaining for everyone following along at home. Don't worry, there's a payoff, probably. Wait, what the heck? Oh, there we go. All right, copying up right now. Definitely should have done this yesterday or this morning or any time when I was doing something else like eating or sleeping. That's not what I want. Where is it? It is what I want. Okay. Still copying up, and oh lordy, is this taking forever. I mean, really, this is all I need. Once this is done. All right, you know what? Let's cancel. And let's do this the faster way. Because we don't want the entire folder. Oof. That ISO got big. Well, my screwing around made a 32 gig ISO. I had to figure out how to trim that down a little bit, huh? I wonder if it just keeps writing over itself or adding to itself when I run the command. I bet that's what's happening because 32 gigs is excessive. Yeah, that's still saying an hour, so I'm not doing that either. We're gonna grab everything except that. We're gonna replace you. And one more. the original. Dot 5 and oh, okay. Wow, why are you so large? All right, we'll just grab the original. And let's see. Oh, okay. Wow, I do not know what that 32 gig file is. Or why it's 32 gig, but this is the one I was working with, and it's much, much smaller. So that might be all that we need. I did still run into the issue where, despite what I was doing, look at the pre-seed. Oops. We're just gonna use text. Where are you? QRS text. So my pre-seed all the way down here at the end, I've got this going on where I'm trying to make it install, or at least add these packages, but I realize like I'm not all that concerned with that. I can do that with Ansible after the fact. So yeah, none of this happens. Quick recap of what I did do though. We took care of all the basic stuff. We set a static fallback only if DHCP fails because of where it's at, and because we don't have a DHCP server in there currently, or at least not its own DHCP server. This is possible, so we can resolve that after the fact. As long as it acts like it has an IP, that's more than enough. Then I had it set a generic hostname of serve just because I'm switching over to using LVM. So I didn't want it to be unassigned computer name as part of the LVM settings. I didn't use any of these yet. Because I'm not doing remote installation. I'm just waiting for it to say it's done. Then we use all the right mirrors, no problems. This is only if we want to install anything extra. I don't. I want minimal. This says no root login. We know that's BS, but whatever. Then we create the initial user, which is just the setup user, and then an encrypted password, which now that you can see the entire crypt, if you're a cool guy, you can copy and paste that right out of this and figure out what it is, but it doesn't matter. First thing I'm going to do is change that. By default, added to the standard groups. We can update it. We didn't. Yeah, we set the clock. So the hardware clock is UTC. We're Pacific, etc., etc. Got the time server. Make sure the time's up to date after we set the IP address. We do the partitioning. Like I said, this is just going to be LVM, and we're using Max. We're using the entire disk. What is this? Okay, and this just makes sure that if there's already a partition or already a setup, it wipes that. It doesn't care. We have a preset recipe of multi because we want to separate everything out so that we can give it different permissions on startup, which is part of the security, part of what started this whole thing. This is me attempting to disable swap. I haven't actually verified if this works, but if it does, cool. If not, whatever. We can handle that ourselves too. Then this just writes all the stuff without asking us any questions. Just make sure that we got everything set up. It makes a mess of the sources list, so me being me, I'll probably go in and clean that up. But it doesn't actually matter. It's all commented out. This was me attempting to add the additional repositories for Docker and Kubernetes here. It would just fail. I think just because of the way that they pull their keys, it's different enough to where I would have to create a server to pull the keys from, and I don't want to deal with it. At least not yet. Yeah, setting it up so it's a minimal install, and then I do have OpenSSH, which I haven't validated finishes, or I haven't validated allows me the setup user to SSH in, but that'd be useful to know, wouldn't it? And then I have it do a full upgrade, turn off the popularity contest, set grub as default. I had to do some other stuff inside to make it so that it ignores all of the other options, but I'm not copying those files over just yet. I can extract them out if need be, but essentially it's just the grub config, setting a timeout to 3 and setting default to just be install with the intro that this creates. Easy peasy. I don't want to yada yada too much because I did spend a little bit of effort on it, but this knocks away the reboot in progress, so it'll just reboot. I should probably make it eject. That's an issue that I ran into where when I'm running it in the virtual machine, the virtual machine manager will eject it on its own. But once it's ejected, you have to set it back, and once it's set back, it doesn't eject it. So that might be something I look at, but this gives you the option to precede other packages, but we'd have to have the other repositories for that, so nope. And this is the late command and the early command. Late command seems to be where most people get all of this random stuff done. I didn't put a whole lot of effort into it. I was watching TV, but I got the rest working up to this point. What's funny is I think it does install Z shell. I don't believe it changes it though, so we'll see. But at the moment, everything is copied over. And I'm going to do one more test well, should I? No, let's just pop this open and start on Dev Mini 3. Hey, wait a minute, where's my option to drain? That's odd. I'm looking in the right place, right? Like I said, I just reinstalled all this stuff, so weird. It is I'm in the right spot. It should be right there. All right, well, we'll just do it here. Actually, no, let's do this the right way. I think it's just control drain, right? If there are pods managed by a daemon set, you'll need to specify ignore daemon sets. Okay. I don't think... daemon sets. Does it say which one you're on? Yeah, all it cares is that it's on a Linux machine. Okay. But we'll do it that way anyway. Make sure that that's actually working. Good. Okay. And over the weekend, my lab reconfiguration, I took this guy offline and haven't bothered to fix it yet. It's on me, but that's all right. Easy enough to fix, I hope. Control drain. We want ignore daemon sets. Yeah. Ignore stees. Like I said, it's going to be one of those days. All right. Dev mini 3. Boom. Cannot delete pods with local storage. Postgres, okay. SMB controller, metric server. Ooh, delete empty third data to override. I mean, realistically, I shouldn't care about empty dirt data. But I do know Postgres is pointing to a local one. But I can just spin that down because I haven't continued with that, the high availability thing yet. And so delete empty dirt data. And let's see how that's going. That one's going to be interesting. I may have lost a lot of my security data. Oh well. I mean, when I went to security incidents, it was 0. So if someone got in here and did some badness, they just got away with it, didn't they? All right, where was I? Okay, so it is drained now. Now we want to I know I can just use DD, but I always have a problem the first run through with DD. So I think it's UDEV. Make USB bootable from ISO. See, it does. It says that this is the way to do it, and I don't think UNet booting. That's the one I'm looking for. Sweet. Thanks for showing me a picture of it. I'll bet it's just in the App Store. It's probably a snap now. Nope. Interesting. Habit Lab, huh? Interesting. Nope. No sidetracks. Okay. I guess wow, it's gotten very specific. M label not found. This required. Okay, don't care. Don't care. Let's go to our, yeah, wait a minute. We need to go to me. We need to go here. Okay. Okay. Fine. Oh, geez. I did this to myself. I'm using all of my USB ports. Let's say this, there we go. This shifting my lab around, while nice, it has been interesting to figure out what's gonna go wrong. What am I gonna forget, or what have I forgotten? Okay. Oh, right. So that wasn't exactly wrong. Again, what have I forgotten to do? That, I have to admit, is one of the best things that Mac OS taught me. Always just open dot. It makes life so much easier. Wait, what? Oh, I'm like, it's still copying. Those are not the right, those are still not the right size though. 12.5, 659.6. Oh no, that's right. Okay. I take it back. This one is just incorrect. And there we are. Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter. You there. That's kind of funny. I could probably just have both of them. And then just modify grub so that it can choose between Ubuntu or other. Might be worthwhile. Alright. We'll just use DD. You are SDA, SDB. In file equals, out file equals, block size. There's a command that you can throw in there that'll give you a progress bar. Yeah, you just have to add that. I gotta get in the habit of actually putting that stuff in. So while that runs, wow, I have a lot of folders open. But you know what I don't have? Think we need a new tab. We need show notes, we need links, and we need our software. Got to include this guy. We also, you can go. We also made sure of that. You can go. It's just me installing Lens. We haven't gotten into step CA yet. Not worried about that. I think the rest of this doesn't matter. Goodbye. And then we'll just make a new one. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on with my media server. Nothing is going on. Okay. You are not pinned yet. You should be pinned as well. Alright, why'd you go over there? How goes... Oh, DD be done. Let's see what we got. Okay, so yeah, the things that I had to change were in here. And you'd think it would just be the regular boot, but I had to change menu. This guy. So yeah, basically, hey, wait a minute. This doesn't have my changes. Did I grab the wrong one? Maybe it is the 32 gig. Oops. Cancel. Just you. Or was I smart enough? Oh, you know what? This is kind of show notes, isn't it? Boom. Now we can get rid of that. Cool. Actually, come to think of it, standard menu. Did I do it in standard? Basically, these all just link to each other, which to me is only mildly infuriating. Nope. No, maybe this isn't the one. Let's go back to my script real quick. It's supposed to be called that. And it's not that. It is the file that's currently listed as 32 gig. I'm just going to delete it, and I'm going to try rerunning it over here. Just a second. So I'm wondering if, like I said, it was just overriding itself. All right, we'll let that go. That should only take a minute or two on the laptop. And once again, we are waiting. Sorry about that. That's gotta be a... What is that? I don't like it. Not seeing, not hearing, pointing and clicking. folder. Dock extends to the edge. We don't want to auto hide it. Show a list of open apps. No. Actually, let's just try that off for now. All right. 40% done. I do wonder what size this is going to be. What did that? Was that? Like that should always happen. Double click seems to move it over to the other window. Sorry, I'm definitely still getting used to Ubuntu 24. I'm actually surprised that I installed Ubuntu. Why are you still on? Yeah, that's fine. Settings. Okay. There's individual settings. All right. Oh, we're going to leave that as is for now. Let's see. What size do we think it is, chat? Oof. It's already up to 24 gig. So it's going to be a 32 gig file. Why? Oops. Like 90% of that's got to just be junk. It's doing a minimal install. Why would it be 32 gigabytes? All right. This is old. Okay, yeah, it's 11 years old. All right, so it's done, and yeah, it says it's 32 gig. There's no reason for it to be 32 gig. Unless those extra commands I'm doing at the end screw it up. I'm going to take those out and then run it one more time. I know, you guys are watching a person in the corner of a window that's doing nothing, but this should be worth it, right? It's always worth it, isn't it? Oops. And you know what? Let's uncomment the eject stuff too. Why not? Finish. Where did you go? Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, we'll let that run, see what happens. I know, you're not seeing it. I need to be able to SSH in there, but I didn't feel like fixing that. Okay. Whilst that be happening, I guess I could create a backup. And then just copy the backup up. Backup up. Wow, even just copying this file takes 5 minutes. No network involved. Just doesn't make any sense why it's so huge. That's what they said. Oop. Well, what can we do while we're waiting for this to run? This time around. We can validate. This is still just weirding me out. Why are you not doing any of the things? Like, can I go here? I'm missing half of the capabilities on this. That's not it. Developer tools. No. Nope. Is this a thing? Let's see. I gotta get rid of that beep on this one. Made my eye twitch. So open lens. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that's in there, so do I just say that? Oh, why is that taking so long? Everything is just taking forever. Why? Let's throw the copy up there. Which is dumb, but what are you gonna do? That really should not be taking as long as it's taking. Quit. Start. Oh wait, you didn't even quit. Oh no, that's not you. That's you. Okay. What's with these circular icons that look like? Okay, that's the same. But this one works. You still don't have the options. Wow. Name or file to URL. No. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's probably going to go on the to-do. I'll bet it costs $1 million. Open extension adds back the node and pod menu. Oh, well, there we go. Why was it removed? Man, that's very much a, well, there's your problem. You know, it's kind of funny. I think about, I don't like using 5 different package managers. Like I don't want to install brew and then what's the other one? There's brew, Flatpak, and then I've got to worry about snap, which snap and apt are kind of the same thing when you're using Ubuntu, but not really. Like how many places do I need to manage relevant xkcd, right? There are 14 competing standards. It's ridiculous. There are 15. Everybody thinks they have a better way, but it's the same way. It's all the same way. We want you. Do I need to configure you? And open Lens, navigate to the extension list in the text box into the name of this plugin. What? So I don't even need to do that. Cancel. That's it, huh? Wait, what's that? Why is that happening? I probably need to exit. But if I go here, that's fun. All right, let's just give it a quit and come back. Maybe we even do because why wouldn't there be a dash in it? Surface presentation helper, get vsync parameters if available, failed. Is that going to be our issue? Oh, this finished. Let's delete this guy. And we make a new one. Enabled. That's not flashing yet. Okay. And we're back. Ish. Alright, so now there's nothing running on this guy. And hopefully our next version of the CD isn't 32 gigabytes. That's... I don't even have a thumb drive that big, I don't think. All of mine are just little crappy throwaway 4 and 8 gigs. Actually, that one. Since we do have this guy installed, because if this is the right one, I can just cheat and press I. I'm not worried, like super concerned with that. Well, actually, I don't know if this would even do that. So there's that. Boom, boom, boom. And install dot. Oh, it's zipped up. Okay. Told you, gonna be one of those days. Fine, we'll just let it be one of those days. But fixing the beep. I'm okay with the string. But system sound's got to go down quite a bit. Yeah, that's a little too much even. Okay. At least now I don't suddenly feel the urge to murder somebody every time I press tab. I mean, in Minecraft. The amount of time I've spent just trying to copy this stupid ISO over that takes care of these things for me. I could have just started a regular install and been like, I do have to remember which one is 3. I think it's on the left. I mean, I'll figure it out once I shut it down, right? %. If this one is stupid, I'm probably just going to write the regular folder, do a quick BRB and plug everything in and just do it by hand and talk to my non-existent audience while it runs. Still 32 gigs. All I changed was a couple of text files and it's 32 gigs. All right, so I will revisit the pre-seed, but I'm going to do that outside, get it down to an acceptable size. Because yeah, 32 gig is just stupid. No. We want this guy. Pretty sure I have. I even have a Debian on there. Oh, it's. I need to go over to. Here. Yep. We're just gonna do the net to. I haven't even set up passwordless SSH on this machine. Oh, I'm talking about security, and this thing is just a big hole. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to make this day 2. Man, that's fast. All right. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if I'm still going to run into the issue where it's a Mac, so it won't boot it. I hope not. We shall see. But I'm going to do the aforementioned that's weird. I will be right back. All right, and we're back. That wasn't a problem. No problem. All right, so I did forget something though, didn't I? I meant to make this. Right, so dd in file equals that, out file equals, back to disks. We need this. What do you mean? Do I still have you open somewhere? It's not that one. Not that one. You're not needed. You I don't need anymore. Made either of these open. And that only leaves one of these guys still being in there. That one. There we go. In file, or out file is SDB BS equals 110M and status equals progress, right? Pretty sure that's what it said. SDB1. That's definitely not right. Well, we just do the ejectamagumbo. Mugamagumbo. Make sure we're still SDB1. Not doing what it's supposed to be doing. There we go. Although I feel like I should be concerned that it says it's deleting the partition. Whoops. And status isn't doing anything. Did I put that in backwards? Status equals progress. Status equals progress. I'm guessing I crashed something. Not sure where I would get that idea. Die. Goodbye. What? Oh, there we go. So progress didn't do anything. Maybe I need to put it farther. So if I do here, actually, okay, just doesn't say anything there. There was one point in time where I saw an actual progress bar go. It was nice. Wow, the left side of my OBS has gone weird. I don't even think I could show that on stream. DD, that is the riveting content you come here for. Watching a file copy with no progress bar. It should be. You know what? I am actually curious. That's. I was going to say, let's go check on the ant farm. But I can't even check on the ant farm. I don't even have Steam installed on this. Oh. Finished. Okay, let's see for certain what we got this time. Oh, great. It's just saying unknown. I like that. That's about as sketchy as it gets. Unknown. I don't like it. No, sir. Why is that happening? All right, well, right now, oh, it's not even mounted. Yeah, it's not even mounting it. So there's more wrong with it than just that. Okay. No problem. Now it's saying, okay. We get to do it again. You having fun or what? Riveting content. All right. I think it was, yeah, it was Pipe Viewer that I did see doing that. All right, let's install pipe viewer. I'm on the right machine, right? GPU preferences. Wow, yeah. Yeah, see, that's incorrect. Oh, I thought it finished. One of those days, right? So it wants the pipe viewer in between. That's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Is that a thing I'm ever going to remember to do? See, but why is that not true? Are appropriate in the first half, the input. Why are they responding to this one? $666.29. Okay. Is this something stupid where I just have a corrupt? Or somehow I just got the thumb drive corrupt? Well, you know what? Let's just do it. Well, no, this isn't going to work because it's not going to mount either way. Sorry, I'm trying to reach underneath here nonchalantly. Because when I do this, and then I put it back in, it doesn't actually mount the drive. All right. Please initialize layout of the whole device. All right, what's the worst that can happen? I'm just going to drop you over there and plug it in. I'll do my best to talk you through what's going on. Boom. Powering up. Oh, crap. On the plus side, it still boots up like a Mac, so you just hold down the Apple key or the Windows key or the special key, and it should go to the boot options. But it's taking a very long time to do so. which is what I was worried about. Oh, sweet. Well, it booted, so that's a plus. We're just gonna do install. And in this case, it's not gonna have any of the fancy schmancy stuff I already set up. You know, the thing that we spent all of yesterday doing. Although I do wonder if there's a thing, I think, where you can export the answer file before it ends, right? I think that's what it's called. Some of your hardware needs non-free. Load from removable. I don't want to load from removable. I want to load from the interwebs. Load. Okay. That's interesting. So what it's saying that I need two firmware files, B43 open and B43, which are probably on the other devices, which means I can probably just copy them onto here. So let's go. Oops, it helps if I use the right keyboard. Loaded Mini 2. Is B43-open Ucode 29 memo.fw. I guess I did need full name. Riveting. All right, we'll let that do what it do, and maybe check the other place for it. Just enough OS for Cody, huh? So it wants Ucode 29. Oh, it's the same file. But who are these guys? Before I just go downloading random crap off the internet, right? $16 stars. Hacktoberfest. Well, this one has a few more stars. Is it just enough OS? Okay. Why isn't this all ready since it comes? I need the firmware B43 installer. That's silly. It's for Wi-Fi. Like, I'm not using Wi-Fi. I don't care. No, I just had to tell it I don't care. If I do end up caring in the future, okay, I know where to care. Alright, it's going to fail at configuring DHCP, so I'm going to have to set static, which... to configure manually. Yeah, I still haven't gotten all of my certificates back. Gotta do that too. It's on the list, all right? It's 10.2.100. Why are you going so slowly? The whole world's slowing down. Well, my whole world's slowing down. I should go here, because this will have everything I need anyway. We're looking at dev mini 3, so that's .14.255. Gateway is .1. Name server. Separated, okay, so it's space separated. 10.2, or oops, 10.1.24.2, 10.1.24.20. You are dev mini 3. Okay, it says single word, so we'll just leave you there. Domain name. Root password. Something stupid. New user is me. We are Pacific. Go away. That's PP. Already installed using BIOS compatibility mode. If you continue to install in UEFI mode, it might be difficult to reboot. I think this might be the gotcha, but we'll go with it. So it wants me to either choose between forcing BIOS or forcing UEFI, and my previous installation was in BIOS mode, and I think if I reboot, it won't boot into Debian after this, but I'm just going to run it. I want to guided, use entire disk, and set up LVM. And it's 500 gig. We want separate home, var, and temp partitions. Write the changes, yes. Full thing. It's doing the thing. Write changes to disk. And we're running. Should have just done it this way. I mean, it's fun to screw around with other stuff, but not if you're not very good at it. Oh man, I'm out of tea. Installing base system. And again, we're going to just go with a minimal install. I think I can... Oh, that's funny. Copying my giant version of this over that auto installs everything. And it claims it's got 8 minutes left. That's what I want. I just want to look at these real quick. I don't think there's any reason to have you guys look at the back of my chair. And we're back. I am noticing those Mac Minis, as I'm moving them around, have gotten rather warm. They didn't used to be that toasty. They may need separators of some variety. Maybe get some of those bookend separators so that I can keep them apart just a little bit. I basically had them jammed together, and they're warm. 75%, and then we tell it, stop installing stuff. We're done with you. Man, new watch keeps telling me, you don't walk enough. That's because I'm streaming. I wonder if I have... VLC video source. Nope, I still don't have. Well, I have an ALSA capture device that I didn't have before. Just going through what I added by compiling the latest version of OBS myself. And one of the things, the way that I do my background music right now is I have a folder that has, I think it's like 12 songs that I picked and put in order, named them properly, and then used a program to cut them all together into one long WAV file, and then added that as media so that it's just one gigantic WAV file running in the background, which is suboptimal to say the least. All right, we're at mirrors, bada bing, no proxy. Retrieving copies of the files. And of course, I don't know why 3 is in the middle. I need to label these things, what I need to do. I have a label maker that got used quite extensively during my lab adjustment, but I think the person who was assisting me may have swiped it because she likes labeling things and I don't. Yeah, you can go here. Man, though, my little area fills up with stupid stuff. Like, I actually have an original old, it's not gonna let you see it, but it's got the original connector iPad, and I've got to erase this thing because a friend was like, oh, I'm just going to throw it away. Well, first of all, you can't just throw it away. Second of all, you probably want to wipe it when you do get rid of it. We do not want a desktop. We do not want GNOME. We do want SSH and the standard system utilities. It's funny that Debian doesn't consider sudo as a standard system utility. Well, okay, it didn't include it as of 11. Who knows? This is probably, I think this is actually my first install of 12. Well, 12.5. Which one is... What is 12.5? Oh, bookworm. Should have known that. I've been staring at the word bookworm all day. At least I was yesterday. Who was bookworm? Yeah. I don't think I've seen Bookworm or Toy Story 3. Huh. That's odd. Just finished copying the entire 33 gig file. And then I would have to copy it one more time. I think instead I'm just going to say wait a now it's saying it's 349 meg. Was I looking at some sort of weird... Oh, no. Okay, I know what's going on. It's not 349 meg. That was just the one that I canceled. It's still 32 gig. Whew. I mean, I know I'm crazy, but am I that crazy? Quiet, you. I mean, I sit here for 3 hours a day and talk to myself. How sane could I be? Setting users and passwords, so it's finishing up. Really need to figure out why that pre-seed makes, like, there's absolutely no reason for that to balloon like that. Like, I don't add anything really. Not respecting max size on partitions, no. Balloons. Debian pre-seed. Nope, that's not what I need. Nope, it says that it's done. Let's see what happens. We are going to continue. And we are rebooting. Bong. Yeah, it says it's starting without a problem. All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to SSH right into it. That would be too easy, right? It just shut the screen off. And it's not reachable. I may have been right the first time. Try and start it up again. It starts. It's asking me whether I want Debian or advanced options for Debian. Initial RAM disk, flashing light. VG root is clean. Error must go to... Okay. Now it's running. I wonder why it failed last time. Oh no, I think I remember this. Howdy, Cyberrat. Yeah, not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, the first part is honestly kind of annoying just because I need to reinstall the OS on all three, and it's hard to stream that. How's your day going? Wait, so I had to log in to make it reachable. Oh yeah, because I did just wipe it. Alright, and there's no sudo, right? Okay. First things first. Get the basics out of the way, and then we need to install the agent, and I need to remember how to set it up. Oh, I have to do it from my install, so oh, that's fun. Azure templates are, if I remember right, just basically like setting the small, medium, large and saying what those are, right? Along with services like video or what have you. I skimmed that. Admin, what was my super secret password? Better yet, where did I save my super secret password? Did I copy it over to here? I am 90% certain. Nope. I may have given myself a problem here. I mean, there's always a solution. Actually, there's a super easy solution. I just have to do it over here. You are hidden in, I can do most of this here, in here, which I think is this one, that one, nope, not that one. There's too many passwords. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Luckily, it hides the secrets, or it hides the passwords and secrets for now. Although, I think turning this guy off created an issue. Why are you pending? Let's throw you in the trash. You shouldn't be pending. What is your deal? Maybe I can just scale you down. And that'll move you to another pod. Tolerations. Unreachable. Okay. Why wouldn't you move? Maybe I can scale it up and then down. Or is it just going to try and put both of those on the same node? There we go. Then I can scale down. And it should get rid of the... No! Why would you get rid of the one that's working? That's just stupid. Fine. We'll just do it that way. Do this. No, you're the older one. What are you running? Let's see. And you're just not going to have any logs because you don't exist. So let's see if that'll do it. Scale you down. Nope, it still gets rid of the one that was working. Let's just restart it then. Man, it is hung up on making sure it's on the same machine. Which is probably a stateful set dealy. Search pass, blah, blah, blah. Nothing in here. I think that's what we're looking at. Allows you to relax its order and guarantees while preserving its uniqueness and identity. Parallel tells the stateful set controller to launch or template all pods in parallel, not to wait for pods to become running and ready. Okay. From largest to smallest, updating each pod one at a time. Let's see. Is it because volume claim, persistent volume claim V1? No, it's not using one. It's a secret, that's a secret. That's in the stateful set. Let me go to the pod. Just fields, or at least I shouldn't be. No preemption victims found for incoming pod. Well, let's see if there's something I can do with that. I don't think so. Launch schedule, status false. Why don't, well, let's see. The PVC shouldn't matter because, oh, okay. Yeah, nothing's going to come up for that because it doesn't exist. So if I wonder if I go to the release, I think I did it with a Helm chart, right? Maybe? No, I did it manually. Okay, well, that's a good thing actually, because I need to go here. I don't think I can edit it, right? Maybe I can. We'll just, oh, no, it's already moved over to 2. So why, what's the problem? Maybe you're the problem? Let's see what you have to say. So this is not type master, so maybe if I do this one. Oh, wrong keyboard. Is it gonna let me do that? It does let me do that. Then if I go to pods, let's try and force you to start over. No changes. Okay. So that one got created specifically when I scaled it up. So, okay. That makes sense. And I can actually get rid of it. And focus on you. I mean, since I already got rid of it, right, I can just redo it. I just copy all of this. I don't think I can do new from here, but we'll make a temporary folder. We will paste all of this guy. Status doesn't matter. All right. Cannot copy or status is gone. need you, don't need you, don't need you. Labels are fine. You're useless. Bind completed, don't need. Don't need. I think all of those take care of themselves. Managed fields can go. We don't need any of those. I think that's it. Oh wait, no. I have to get rid of the volume name too. Alright, so now let's just make sure we have an exact copy as well. Goodbye. We are pending. And that's probably because this guy isn't liking it, so we'll force you to start over. Why are you stuck at pending? Oh, there we go. Bound. Cool. Odds. Cool. All right. I mean, we definitely lost all of our data. Whatever. We're probably still waiting for this guy to start, right? Probably gonna want me to log back in. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah. No API available to connect. Wazuh not ready yet. So yeah, we're waiting for that to finish. Knowing this stuff, well, no, that's all port forwarding, so none of that should matter. These should all be good. Still nada. No API available to connect. It's going, it's going. We're gonna have to do this again. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Okay, that's new. Oh, I like it. We're so close. And we're in. Oh, but now we have this agent problem. And I hope, really hope, that it didn't just create a new... It's the address the agent uses to communicate with the server. I think it's going to be that one. Did I lose my groups? Yeah, I lost all my groups. I guess it's got to be this one. This is the dashboard, right? And you're going to be dev mini 3. All right, so now I might do this off screen because I don't think it's going to asterisk out that password. Yeah. Which is a password I definitely have to change. Hint, hint. All right. Oops, not what I wanted. All right. All right. And we start ya. Now, in theory, this should show 4 of them. Okay, maybe not yet. I wonder if I need to go to... What's the other one that I have installed? I don't remember which ones I installed this on. I think it was Dev Mini 1. We'll put this over here because it's probably going to show a password. Or not. Oops. All right, where does it put that config file? That's it. Oops. Unable to connect to enrollment service. That is today. That's saying 10.2.100.109. Did I change pass? That's the worker. And that is 1 minute ago. 1514. So it should be able to get to that now. But it's saying that it can't. Oh, now it's... Oh, it's looking for 1515, so it's supposed to be 108. Alright, so how do I change? Let's do this. We're gonna say Deb Mini 1. We're gonna leave you in default. You're gonna be 10.2.100.108 now. Oh, okay, so it's just... No. WAZUH underscore manager, MANA-GER. All right, well, let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, just rerun it, right? And we reload. And then we restart. And let's see what it says in the log now. Trying to connect to 109. Now it's going to 109, 1514. Which, if I look here, 109, 1514. Okay. Unable to connect to enrollment service at 109, 1515. Well, that's true, because it's 108. All right, bring this back over here so at least we can see what I'm working on. All right, let's see what we got here. Agent list backup. It's probably in here. Client keys, internal, local, internal. All right, so 109, 15, 14, okay. Where's 108? There's nothing here about 108. I mean, I love that there's a load balancer that just pushes it to another internal IP. Like, shouldn't that load balancer just be pushing it around internally? Handling the connections and, you know, all that fun sort of stuff. Wait, so that one shows March 27th. Okay, that's if I were making a new one. This is all just basic options. Fully qualified domain name, FDQN. All right, so wait a minute, where's... Oh, I exited. Okay. Drag this over here. We're going to do deb. It is 10.2.100.109. Right, that's our load balancer. 105 is the dashboard, 107 is the indexer, 108 and 109. We're going to do 108, right? I'll do 109. Let's do it. You are dev mini 3. You're going to be in default. All right. Reloads the daemons. the agent. Start the agent. And status the agent. Okay, no changes. No. No logs there, okay. Unable to connect to 109.15.15. 109. That's because 109 is 15.14. All right. Let me drag this over here so I can hide the password again. We're going to copy you again. Oops. But this time we'll do it the other way. We'll go to 108. And we'll do all the restarting again. It does take quite a lot longer to set up the agent when it's already running. All right. Do with the reload. Do with the restart. Do it with the remove. Now it's unable to find the enrollment service. 15.15 at 109. So why are you guys pointing each other in the wrong direction? Learn about server address. The manager or the agent? Am I just being crazy? Crazy. I was crazy once. It's supposed to be this one. It's the one at 244. And my services to, wait, you're 254? Is this just another side effect of my silliness? Come on. Or don't, whatever. So if I go to this service, I don't think I can edit you directly. I think this is one of the ones I cannot. Yeah, I didn't think so. But we can do the same thing. Make a backup. And we'll clear out everything we're not using, which is going to be a lot of it. Oops. Is that annotations? That's the last applied. Don't care. It's pulling from first pull. Managed fields don't matter. Self-link doesn't matter. Status doesn't matter. Cluster IP can go away. I don't think I need the external traffic policy. I think that's enough. And we pop back over here. And we throw you in the trash. And we recreate you. Wow, and you're pointing to a completely different cluster IP. Great. All right, you didn't change. You didn't change. All right, none of these changed. So why did you so drastically change? Oh, there we go. So now let's try it again. This time we're using 108. And back to you. Make sure we install this on Dev Mini 3. Hop over here real quick. Oops. Should be fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Question is, am I going to get this agent talking in 10 minutes? Because that's how much time I have. All right, can we just restart? I don't need sudo on root. Oh, whoops. Unable to connect to enrollment service. It's still unable to connect to the enrollment service. But that's because 1515 is not 109. 1515 is 108. So one last try here, just to, spin the wheels. Installing. You know what? I can just do this. All right. Unable to connect to enrollment service at 109.15.15. Okay, so it's still pointing to that for some reason. Maybe I need to rebuild that too. Doesn't seem like the right answer. But why not? We're going to do this one. We're going to do the same old stuff. There. Managed fields can all go. Nobody cares. Whoa. I don't think I needed most of that, but I don't remember. Once again for the second time. Oh. I saved it and exited. Well. Type load balancer, no affinity, not worried about that. I'm changing the right one, right? 15, 14. Wazuh workers. Okay, yeah, 15, 14. I guess maybe I should have deleted it. I'm gonna get ready first. All right. I'm able to connect to enrollment service 109.15 because that's because 109 is all right. What do I have it at right now? It's pointing at 109, which is workers. It should be at 108. I mean, for all practical purposes, it should be 108. Oops. Why did I try to do that in there? Right. What's going on here? All right. All right, so this guy ran into the same problem. Is there going to be... Start a new log after rotation. This doesn't have... Okay, and then here's me changing everything. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, so it was pointing to 109, which is the 1514. Okay, so are we looking at an issue with the worker pod? Invalid ID for the source IP. Name unknown. Interesting. So why did it stop? Let's go to the dashboard, stateful sets. Let's scale you down to 0. Man, if I have to start this install over again, that's just going to be quite awesome. I won't be able to see anything because can't get to the worker. That's fine. Pale. Invalid ID. Invalid ID 02003 for the source IP .15. .15 is .3, right? Right here. No, you're 14. Invalid ID for the source IP. What? I mean, that's DevMini 2. It's referring to the node that it's on as an invalid name, but that node doesn't have it installed. Well, this is a whole new can of worms that I was not expecting. So I think that's where I'm going to wrap it up for the day. Well, I'm definitely going to poke around and get some answers and spend the next, 10 minutes of tomorrow's explaining what I did, hopefully. Well, we'll see. There's people coming over today, so we'll see how much free time I actually have. Well, yeah, this one just loaded under was a failure. Was a failure. Woot woot. But in the meantime, I'm wondering. What are you? Oh, that's okay. Unrelated. One of these is my currently restoring backup. It is at oh, it's in my documents folder finally. So that's fun. All right. Anywho, I will leave you guys to it. And Cyberette, thanks for stopping by. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And also, someone stopped in. Who was it? Hey, come here. I'm Legion. Thanks for stopping by and for the follow. Definitely cool. Even if you didn't say anything. But you don't always got to say anything. You said enough by being there. So, cool. Have a good night. Have a good day. Wherever you're from, wherever you're doing. And I'll see you tomorrow.